Hi and welcome to Cardboard Swords, and we've got something a bit different today. We're looking at a PvE campaign called Hero Realms. Now, this has been a few years old now, but I've only just been introduced to it. I really enjoy it. It's one of the better PvE games I've played, and I know a lot of the other Cardboard Swords guys, they're really enjoying it too. There's an online client as well, so there's a link for that in the description. Now, this is a campaign mode, so you start off with a base character and you level up and stuff like that, which is something that Flesh and Blood could really learn from. So we're going to play through it, see if you enjoy it, and it starts off with the story to begin the campaign.
It's early evening at the inn at Four Rivers, and the place is crowded with humans, elves, and a dozen more races, all eating, drinking, singing and shouting. You're seated at your usual spot in the back corner, enjoying a horn of ale, wondering what to have for supper, when a crash and a clatter from near the door turns your head. You see an upended table, broken dishes and spilled drinks, as well as an angry-looking dwarf shoving an equally furious orc. You watch with only mild interest. After all, fights are common at Four Rivers. Then you notice smoke. Black, cloudy tendrils float across the floor of the inn. Whenever this smoke touches a customer, their eyes go wild and they surge to their feet, weapons drawn. The inn is under attack, some sort of sinister enchantment. As fight after fight breaks out, your eyes track the smoke back to its source, a group of cloaked figures by the door. Their garb and markings call the Necros cult to mind, but there's something off about them. You rise and ready your weapon. While seeking a path through the choking smoke towards the intruders, a barrel of ale smashes to splinters at your feet. Looking up, you find a trio of crazed customers charging towards you. You'll have to subdue them quickly to get to the source of the magic.
Okay, so let's jump in. We've got the enthralled regulars, that's the master that we've got to fight against. I've got my character card down here and my base abilities that I start the campaign with. I've got my deck, my starting deck, 10 cards. From that I draw 5. The master takes their turn first. So to do that, we reveal the top card. We've got the yellow at the top there, indicates what ability for the master. Now you can't heal beyond your starting life, so that ability would be to heal 2, but they can't do that. And I've got this curse, temporary insanity. For each nearby player, I'm playing it solo, so there aren't any nearby players. Sacrifice the top of the market deck and make a villainous attack against that player with power. This is the power symbol, this red one, equal to that card's cost. Now, there aren't any nearby players, so the temporary insanity means that I actually have to do that to myself. So we are going to take 3 damage because this has a 3. This goes then on the sacrifice pile. And then it is, I believe, my turn. So I've got 3 gold to spend on cards in the market deck. This is a deck building game, so you're going to acquire cards from this market deck and build up your deck, and then when you've discarded all your cards after playing them, you shuffle it up and your deck gradually gets stronger through the game. I've got 2 arrows, so arrows are worth 1 hit point each, so the master is going to take 2. 3 gold that I can spend. We will take Death Touch. This is pretty good because it allows you to sacrifice a card from your hand or discard pile, so you can thin your deck out and keep a really lean deck and get rid of some of the weaker cards. So that's cost me 1 gold. I've got 2 remaining, and I think we'll take this Death Cultist as well, because this is a champion, so it sits on the board and it has a shield of 3. So that means that they have to attack this, and it's because it's essentially defending me. They have to attack that and kill it before they can get to me. That all goes in my discard pile. I draw up to 5 more cards again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And it will be the Master's turn. So the Master goes, it's a Mastery card. Now, it's got a blue bubble at the top, so that's going to trigger. So I have to stun my highest champion. I don't have any champions in play. And I'm going to take 1 damage. But the significance of the Mastery card is that this Master needs 3 Mastery cards to level up. And they're part of the way there because they've got their first one. Okay, over to me. We have got 1. Ruby's worth 2 gold. 3, 4 gold. Plus we've got the Horn of Calling, which allows me to acquire a champion for 1 less. It's also worth 1 gold, so we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 gold, or 6 if I acquire a champion. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take this Rayla Endweaver, which is a champion, but it doesn't block me, so the Master doesn't have to attack this before they can attack me. You tap this to acquire 3 hit points, but it has a synergy with other red cards. If I play another red card when this is in play, I will draw a card, which is pretty strong. So that cost me 3 because of the horn. 1, 2, 3. So I've still got 3 remaining. So I think we'll take this Cult Priest, which costs 3. And then I've got 2 damage, which will go to the Master. And that's my turn. Now, I can't draw up because I'm out of cards, so I just shuffle my deck, which is my full discard, including the cards that I've just bought in those previous turns. So my deck gradually gets stronger through the game. I'm going to draw 5. And then it will be the Master's turn. So we've got a Charging Drunk. It comes in, it activates the blue, stun my highest champion. I don't have a champion, but it does deal 1 damage to me as well. And then this taps and does 4 damage to me. Now this is not an elite champion. So this is a champion that comes into my area, and I have to deal with him because he's in my vicinity. I have to deal with him before I can attack the Master. So we need to get some attack on board. Luckily, I do have it. So we're going to play the Death Cultist. He's going to tap and give me 2 damage. My damage pool. We've also got the bow, which gives me another 2 damage. So I can attack this schmuck. He's going to get discarded. And then we've got 3 gold to spend. We've bought quite a few champions, so I'm thinking I might take this, the Priest, Tithe Priest, because he gains me life for each champion I have in play. So we're going to take him for 2. I've got 1 gold with nothing that I can spend it on. Now my champion remains in play. And then I draw 5. And then it is the Master's turn. So we've got another Charging Drunk. He's green, so it says I have to discard a card. We will discard, interesting. We've got a lot of red synergy here, so we're going to keep all of those. Acquire a champion for 1 less. I'm not sure I'm looking to acquire champions at the moment. There's not a great deal in the market to actually buy anyway. So we'll get rid of the Horn of Calling. Now he's going to come in. He's going to deal 1 damage, which I think did I take that? I can't remember. Anyway, and this guy's going to deal 4 damage. Now he's going to deal that to my Death Cultist first, so that will perish, and then any additional, so 4 plus the 1 from the discard. Oh no, sorry, it was 2 from the discard. So I am taking 3 that went over the top after killing the death cultist. Then it's my turn. So we've got some pretty decent cards here. So what we're going to do is we're going to play Rayla the Endweaver. That adds 3 damage to my damage pool. We're going to play Death Touch, which gives me the bonuses from both of these cards. These trigger once per turn if you play another red card. So this is worth 4 damage overall, and this is going to be worth 3, plus I get to draw a card from this one. I can also sacrifice a card from my discard pile, so we'll sacrifice a gold. I get to draw a card from that. We're then going to play the Cult Priest. Now his second ability is going to trigger because I've got other red cards in play. So this is dealing 4. And then I've got 3 to spend. So I've got 4 to spend, including this one. So we're going to tap that for a gold, because it's 1 gold or 1 damage. And so with the gold, I'm going to buy this, Rally the Troops, which gains me a bit of life and adds a bit of damage. I've then got 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 damage. So I'm obviously going to deal 4 to this geezer. So he perishes. That leaves me with 7, which will go direct to the master. Down to 49. I think I started with the wrong starting life totals on these guys. The master was supposed to start on 50. My bad. So instead of starting on 60, we're going to be on 39. And I was supposed to start on 58, and I believe I started on 60, so we'll take 2 more off me. Okay, right, so I need to draw up 3, and then shuffle. And then the master's turn. Another charging drunk. This tavern's full of them. Okay, so that's going to come in. It's a yellow trigger. Yellow is gain 2 life, not me. The master gains 2 life. And then this deals 4 damage. It's going to deal 4 damage to one of my champions. Because they're both worth 4, they're even. I'm going to choose it to deal damage to this one. And then it's my turn. So keep drawing arrows without the bow, which is #Ranger Life. What we're going to do, we're going to play out the Death Cultist, which is going to trigger the draw card on Rhea. Drawing all the reds right now. Good times. 2 more damage. Our damage total's pretty good. So we've got 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 damage. Take out this guy. 5 goes to the master. We've also got these arrows. Just 2 more. And then I've got 3 on a champion or 2 on another card. I'm going to take the Elven Gift. It's pretty good because it allows you to draw then discard, so you can kind of filter your hand. We don't have any synergy with green yet, but that's something that we might build into. So we've got a lot of blue in the market now. Okay. Draw a fresh hand, and it's the master's turn. Right, got the second mastery, and it's an amber trigger. So gains 2. Okay. We shall rally the troops. So I gain 5. And I've got 5 in the damage pool. 2 more in the damage pool. And then we've got 4 to spend. Now we just bought green, so we do have a bit of green synergy. This also allows us to buy, because it gives you 4 gold essentially, so it allows us to buy a lot more expensive cards. So that's going to be quite useful, I think. So I'm going to buy that for 4. We expend these, so we've got 3, 5, 10, 12 damage, which is going to come straight at the master. Okay, folks, we're doing all right here. We're doing all right. Right then. What am I doing? I don't draw from there. That's crazy. Crazy fool. Right, I need to shuffle. Oh man, I just realised I made a mistake. Not for the first time. Did I just play the Death Cultist? I think I did. I don't know. Maybe I didn't make a mistake. Okay. There's my fresh hand. It's the master's turn. We've got another temporary insanity curse. Now we were debating last night whether this triggers twice because it says nearby players, whether there'd be a player on either side, and we couldn't decide because it says if you don't have any nearby players, then it triggers on you instead. So I've been doing it once. If anyone knows, let me know. But I'm going to take 5 damage. And that gets sacrificed. Okay, over to me. We're doing okay here though, guys. We are really doing okay. We played it last night, 4 of us, and we lost. We lost the first battle, the campaign. Never ideal. Right, we can play Nature's Bounty. That gives me 4 monies. We're going to play this Tithe Priest, which gives me, well, maybe more money if we need it. We'll have a look in a minute. And I've also got, more importantly, this. Actually, do you know what we're going to do? We're going to play this first, so I can sacrifice a card from hand. So I'm going to sack the gold. Gold's the worst card in the deck. This is going to trigger the draw card on here because it's red. And red's in play. Arrow just gives me 1 more damage. So we've got 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 damage, which will aim straight at the master. He's got no guards. This is the easiest I've ever done it. It's been really hard whenever I've played it before. And then I've got 1, 5, possibly 6 to spend. I think we've got... Okay, yeah, I think we do this because this says draw a card on it. Drawing cards in card games tends to be good. So let's pop those there. Alrighty. Cool. Right, Master's turn. He's got to level up soon, right? Crazed Bartender. He's a big boy. He's coming in for 8. These guys both perish. Because that's 7 between them with the guard. So it deals 3 to this first because it's a guarding me. Because it's a champion with guard. And then 4 to this. And then 1 comes over the top. And then it's also green. So I have to discard a card and it's going to deal 3 more. Card I'm going to discard is a gold. So then it's my turn. I play Elven Gift, gives me 2 gold. I can draw a card, then discard a card. I'll discard the gold. I'm going to play Rally the Troops, which gives me 5 damage and I heal 5. We've got a Hunting Bow, which gives me 2. And I've got 2 more to spend, so I've got 4 to spend in total. I think I'm going to buy this Orc Grunt for 3. 1 will whiff, and I've got 7 damage to deal. This guy is 8. Because he's immediately in my vicinity, I can't attack the master before I've killed this guy. He's literally attacking me. How am I going to attack the master? So I don't have enough. But what I can do is I can use my one-time special ability for one night only. Stun target minion that isn't in your area. Well, I don't really want to do that. So it allows me to draw a card, but it is not worth it. So this guy's just going to sit here and punish me until I can deal with him, basically. Okay, draw 3. I need to shuffle. There's a lot of shuffling in this game because obviously you're shuffling your discard to become your deck again. Worth investing in some sleeves for this game if you buy this game, which you should. It's very good. There are cardboard swords in it, so I like it. Okay, Master's turn. Oh my, he's going to level up. So this mastery doesn't have a colour to it. So it is always the preferred ability on here, which is signaled by little spikes around one of the colours, and that is red in this instance, which is 3 damage. So this guy is going to deal 3 damage to me, and then he's also going to level up. And when he levels up, there's no more mastery, can't level up again, but the abilities are a bit stronger, and this time we'll be drawing 2 cards from the master deck for every turn. As well as that 2 damage, it was 2 damage, wasn't it? Let me check. 3 damage. As well as that 3 damage, we've got this crazed bartender that's also going to deal 8. Ouch. Taking 11. And then it's over to me. We haven't got a lot of damage here. It's not looking great. So we've got a dude. We've got another dude, and then we've got 4 on a champion, 5 if we need it. I think this guy's really good. So I think we do it. I know we don't have much synergy with blue, but this is just a good card. 3 damage, 5 guard as well. So we're going to tap this for a gold. We're going to spend 1, 2 on a master, 2 on a champion, 3, 4, 5 to buy Parov the Enforcer. We've only got 1 damage. It's not going to do anything. So we cannot deal with this crazed bartender that keeps beating us in the face. We're just going to have to bear it until we can do something about it. And it's the master's turn, and now he's leveled up. We've got a 2 in the corner, so he's going to reveal 2 cards. Oh, we've got broken tables and chairs, an obstacle. Our area is blocked off. You may expend one of your champions to get rid of that hazard. It's also the preferred ability, which is now stun your highest champion. Ouch. And that is going to deal 2 to me as well. And the second card is a green mastery. Now that won't do anything in itself because it's already leveled up, but the green ability will trigger, which is discard a card and deal 3 damage. So I'm taking 5 plus the 8, I'm taking 13. Hmm. 13 damage, and I can't attack or interact with the master, and I have to discard a card. We're going to discard the ruby. Okay. Well, we'll play this and we'll expend it to deal with the broken tables and chairs. So that leaves play. Now we can now interact with the master. Oh, bless me. And I actually think we can deal with this guy now. So we've got the orc, grunt. We're not going to be able to draw a card. We haven't got a lot of synergy here, but what we can do is when we play this, we'll get the bonus ability on this because there's a synergy there. It says prepare a champion, so we can again use this. So already doing 3 damage. We can do more with it now. We can do another 3, and we'll gain 1 for each champion we have in play. We have 2 champions, so we'll gain 2 life. From the Tithe Priest, 3 life. The Tithe Priest is a champion in his own right. You're a champion. And then we've got 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and then tap it again. 11, 12, 13. And we are gaining 5. If I didn't do that already. 13 damage, so this is going to take 8 of that, and 5 over to the master. Okay, whew. Feel a bit better about this now. Feel like we're cruising now, actually. 5 cards, master's turn. Okay, we've got Ruinous Disciple. That's going to come in, deal 3. It's also blue, so the blue ability triggers stun my highest champion. I think it has to hit the guard first because that's guarding me. I don't know. I think it does. I'm pretty sure. And then that's going to deal 3 to me. Well, 3 to the champions. And then we've got the red ability, which is another 4. We're dealing 4, 5, 6, 7. So that's going to wipe out all my champions. And then it's my turn. Okay. Right, we're going to play this guy because it says draw a card on it. We gain 2 life and we draw a card. Ha! Okay, this is cool. We can do rangery things. So we're going to play the bow, and then we're going to play an arrow because we've got a bow in play. We can draw. Actually, do you know what? Have I got any way to make moulash? Let's play this first. So this gives us 4 monies. What I'm going to do is use the track ability, which costs 2, and I tap it. I can look at the top 3 cards. So this all gets shuffled in. And then I can put up to 2 of them in the discard pile, leaving a card on top, which I'm going to draw with my arrow. Starting to combo off. We're popping off, peeps. See what we got. Okay, well, I guess we draw this. I guess we bin those. We're not interested in money right now. Then we play the arrow, and because I've got a bow in play, I draw. We'll play the Elven Gift, which is going to synergize with this. And I can draw a card if I do discard a card. Just going to discard the same card. Gives a bit of hand filtering. And then target opponent discards a card because I've got 2 greens in play now. Now the way that works is we can look at this card and we can decide we do not want a charging drunk, so we can discard it. We've got 4 in play because I've spent 2 already. We will buy, I think let's buy, we've got plenty of champions in our deck, so this is going to allow us to gain some extra life from those. And then we'll buy a fire gem. I'm then going to play the Death Cultist. And Death Touch, to sacrifice a card from my hand or discard, so we'll sacrifice a gold. And then we've got the synergy there. So we've got 6 damage. This triggers because we had 2 greens in play. So that's 10 damage, 11, 12, 13. The Master perishes and we win the campaign.
With the regulars and several of the mysterious cloaked figures now unconscious at your feet, you take a moment to relieve the cloaked villains of their weapons and treasure. Then, with a quick gulp, you down the remains of your drink and rush out of the tavern, giving chase to the remaining cloaked figures.
So here we go, so we get an elixir at random. Let's see what we draw, and we get this in play for our next battle, our next part of the campaign. So we've got elixir of strength. So we can pop it and it gives us 3 hit points into our pool. So that's really good. So we take that into the next campaign. And we also get a class treasure at random as well. So these are all our class treasures. So let's see what we get going into our next campaign. Next we get, honed black arrow. So this replaces our arrow and it deals 3 damage. If the bow's in play, you still get to draw a card. So that's pretty good in our starting hand. We'll get some value from that. So there you go, guys. That was encounter 1 of the campaign for Hero Realms. The campaign is called the Ruin of Thandar. It's a lot of fun. I might film the second one at some point, so join me for that. Please like, subscribe, and yeah, we'll see you next time.